surprised if I fall asleep halfway through the video. Oh my god. Am I even looking at the camera? Like, I've actually noticed the past few videos where like I don't even look at the camera anymore. Like, I'm just, I record in selfie style. So like I'm staring at my face instead of staring at the camera. If I have done that, if you guys have noticed me doing that, excuse that. I'm going to try to stare at the camera this video. Like, there's a point, there's like a green light or something. So I'm just gonna stare at that and hope for the best. If I'm still not looking at the camera and if I look weird or squint, which I'm not, comment down below and I'll try to change. Also, do I look good with my hair tied up or open? Because everybody says that I look best when my hair is open because I have like really straight hair, even though I wish I had curly hair, and it's all tangled up now. Oh, there's a message from my dad. Not sure what it says. Hopefully my hair doesn't look too chaotic. You can obviously see from the title of the video that I'm going to be filming. I am filming right now. I'm filming a Bookish Question Tag video. I did one of these last year, and that video is one of the very few videos that actually received a ton of views. So that's amazing. I thought I'll do this one this year as well. I saw Larry Reeds, who is one of my favorite YouTubers, do it. And she actually wrote down like a list of questions, and I have the questions, but they're on my phone, which I'm using to record. And obviously I could go bring my laptop because, the notes apps are connected, whatever, but I'm too lazy. So I'm just gonna wing it. I have all the books here beside me. I'm just gonna hold up each book and then just tell you why I chose that book, I guess. So we're basically just winging this whole video. And yeah, but like the questions are like kind of inspired by hers. They're exactly the same, so there's nothing for inspiration here. Those are the questions I'm gonna be answering, I guess. Should I move the curtain? Because I don't know, is it too light? I'm gonna try. Okay, this obviously looks a lot better. Everything is brighter. Let's just get started. These 3 books. So here I am holding up these 3 books, which is Practice Makes Perfect by Sarah Adams. I'm not looking at the camera. Okay, I gotta look at the camera. Let's try that again. Practice Makes Perfect by Sarah Adams, Every Summer After by Carly Fortune, and Heartbones by Colleen Hoover. So I've chosen these 3 books to be like a book that I reread this year, because last year I reread The Hating Game by Sally Thorne, and I actually ended up enjoying it a lot because this time I had the paperback with me instead of reading it on my phone, and I got to annotate all my favorite quotes and like kind of fall in love with the book all over again. And I want to do that this year as well, and so I decided I could try it with these 3 books. Heartbones is like one of my favorite Colleen Hoover books. It's young adult. There's like no spice whatsoever. Same as with this book. Both these books don't have any spice at all. It's just implied that there is spice, like meaning it's a closed door romance, so you don't actually get to see any of the action that happens behind the closed doors. So anyways, if you're into books, you should already know all these terminologies. Heartbones is one of my favorite Colleen Hoover books, and again, this book I read it for the first time on my phone, and now I bought a paperback immediately after that, but like I never got around to reading it or annotating it. So it's going to be like, it would be really fun if I could read it, especially summer is like around the corner. I live in South India, so like summer pretty much starts in the month of March and like lasts until June. So it would be like, this is a perfect summer romance. It would be really fun to read during my summer holidays. In fact, all these books are coincidentally summer romances. Practice Makes Perfect, which is by Sarah Adams, is the second book in the Rome, Kentucky series. And it's a bodyguard romance. It's set in a small town. And I remember loving this book so much. Even the first book in the series, I gave both the books like 5 stars. It's like my favorite. And again, I would love to get around to annotating this book. This is on my list as well. And every summer after, besides the whole annotating aspect of it, I also chose this book as one of my options for a reread, because One Golden Summer, which is Carly's latest book, is releasing this year in April, I think. And it's sort of a companion novel to this, because this book has Persephone, Fraser, and Sam Florek. And One Golden Summer is actually the story about Charlie Florek, who is Sam's brother. So I thought that would be pretty cool. It's almost like, Carly Fortune did say that both the books are standalones and that you don't need to read this book to understand One Golden Summer. It would just be good to like kind of read them back to back. And Carly Fortune did say that you would get to see Percy and Sam in the other book as well. So just for that, I guess I could reread. I still don't know. I'm probably going to reread one of these books during the summer, so you'll probably know then which book I decided to go with. Those are like books I would want to reread this year. Then we have, I'm kind of forgetting because I don't have the questions, which is my fault. In fact, a little quick story. I actually recorded this video a few days ago, but I did it on my mom's old iPhone, and once I recorded it and when it was like time to edit the video, the volume of that video is like so freaking low, like you can barely hear anything. I don't know if it's because the phone is old or the camera quality is like really bad. It was an iPhone 7 which I used to record. The one I'm using now, my phone, is iPhone 13. I'm re-recording this. This is the last thing I want to be doing right now because this whole week has been terrible. Going to university this entire week was just a complete waste of my time. I don't mean to sound like rude or anything, but it's just, we did nothing this week. It was kind of pointless. Tuesday was a holiday because it was Makara Sankranti, which is like kind of the Hindu New Year. I had a holiday for that, which was fine. I enjoyed time at home. But other than that, whenever I did show up for classes, either the teachers were not there or like they were just like, pick out your topics for your presentations or whatever. So it was kind of boring. And today is Friday, the 17th, when I'm filming this video, and I came home early, and so I decided to just for once and for all just re-record the video and like edit it. Editing is like not a really big issue because all I do is just cut up scenes that I don't really want in a video. Now getting to what else? One of the other questions for this book tag could be like a series you want to read this year, and for me, I actually have 2 of them. I have The Inheritance Games by Jennifer Lynn Barnes. This book has been sitting on my bookshelf for more than a year now, and it's been on my TBR even longer. You guys might know the famous YouTuber Hailey Pham, who talked about this book quite a lot over the past 2 years. She always spoke about how this book was so similar to the movie Knives Out, the one with Daniel Craig. So she was like, if you like that movie, you'll probably end up enjoying this book, which is why it ended up on my TBR as well, because I love Knives Out. It's one of my all-time favorite cozy mysteries. I have the first 4 books in the series. I don't know if the last book is needed to be read. If it is, then please let me know in the comments so that I can buy that book as well. But for now, I have the first 4 books in the series and I can't wait to read this. I'm not sure if I'll do a reading vlog of this series. I was thinking I could do reading vlogs of all the series I'm reading throughout my life, I guess, or however long I decide to be on YouTube. I was wondering if I should do a reading vlog of the series. Let me know in the comments if that's something that sounds interesting. I mean, probably not. I don't know. Like, I mean, it's like a murder mystery. Wait, it's not a murder mystery. It's just a mystery book. And obviously, there's not much I can talk about the book as I'm reading it without spoiling anything. So maybe not, but if that interests anybody, even just a single person, comment down below and let me know so I can, do something about it. Then another series I also want to read is Things We Never Got Over by Lucy Score, which is I think part of the Knock 'Em Out series. If I'm not wrong, like that's the name of the series. So this one has 3 books, which is Things We Never Got Over, Things We Hide from the Light, and Things We Left Behind. I think I have all the 3 books, so that's great. Or I just need to like start the series. I am a little intimidated because the text is like so small and the book is like this fat, and there are 3 books. But I have heard great things about the series. They're supposed to be they're supposed to be small town romances, and I have heard great things, especially about the first book. I am going to read it. I remember the very first YouTube video I filmed, not including shorts, but the very first video I filmed, somebody actually commented saying that they would love to see me do a reading vlog, and to that person, I'm going to do it. I promise I will. I'm going to read this series this year no matter what. You can expect a reading vlog when I do get around to reading this series. Those are 2 series I'm gonna be reading this year. And since it is, the new year and whatever, I also want to explore new genres. So like genres like non-fiction, which I don't really like non-fiction. Anything close to reality is like a big no for me. I love being stuck in my head. It kind of makes me sound like a lunatic, but that's true. Like, fantasy is way better than reality. But oh yeah, speaking of fantasy, besides non-fiction, I also want to get into the fantasy genre, and I have the entire Folk of the Air trilogy by Holly Black. This is Cruel Prince, obviously the first book in the series, and I am probably going to do a reading vlog of this because this is the first ever like romantasy book I own. And okay, what is it with me dropping books? Okay, so I did grow up reading Percy Jackson like in my early teens. Besides that, I haven't really like ventured into the genre more. So like I'm kind of ready to jump back in with this book or some other books as well. I plan on buying some more romantasy books because I have this idea for a video I'm filming or going to film in the future. So for that, I was thinking of buying some more romantasy books. I will read this, or let's just say that you will see me reading some romantasy books this year. That's for different genres I want to read. When it comes to non-fiction, I've actually already started reading this book called The Psychology of Money by Morgan Housel. My dad first read this book, and he was like, you should read this book. It's really good, very educational, blah, 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 blah. And I was like, okay, I will read it. And this conversation happened last year. I never read the book last year. This year, I was like, okay, maybe I can read one non-fiction book, just one, baby steps. But what finally persuaded me to even start reading the book is that yesterday we had this event called Readathon in my university for all the students of our department, like my class and everybody else, and like my seniors. So, readathon, kind of like marathon, but you read books for a certain amount of time. So we were like sitting in our university library from like 8 o'clock in the morning till 4 in the evening, and we were just reading a book. They were like, it has to be specifically non-fiction. And so I ended up taking that book. I read half of it. I'm probably gonna finish the rest of it in the coming week, but I actually ended up enjoying the book. So I have started reading a book from a different genre. So all I've got to do is like get into romantasy now. I mean, I feel like I'm the last person, or like at least the last bookstagrammer out there who's still not gotten on her romantasy kick yet. So I can't wait to get on the train this year. Then what else? A book that is a priority for me to read this year. Like, I know I've been talking, I said that romantasy, whatever stuff is there, like I have a series and stuff that I want to read this year, but a specific book that I absolutely do want to get to, like it's number one on my like TBR, is probably a classic. Like I have Jane Eyre by Charlotte Bronte and Pride and Prejudice by Jane Austen. Kind of got her name for a second there. I want to read a classic this year. Like I bought these, I think like last year or the year before that, in 2022 I think, and I've just been so intimidated and like scared to read these books because I'm worried I might not understand the English. Like these books were like written in the 1800s. I'm pretty scared I might not understand the books, but I do want to read it. Like reading a classic makes you sound so intellectual. I mean, that's like an added bonus. And also Pride and Prejudice, out of these two books I really do want to read Pride and Prejudice. This is like the OG enemies to lovers romance. I feel I saw the movie, the one with Keira Knightley and the other guy, I don't know his name. I saw the movie and I really liked it. I do want to read the book. If any of you watching this video have read the book, please convince me to read it. Like drop comments, scold me, threaten me, but please convince me to read it so I can, obviously. But yeah, so do that, you guys. I'm trusting you, I'm believing in you. Then what else? Oh yeah, books I'm looking forward to reading this year. Right, I did not discuss about that. So I mean, all the books I have spoken about so far are books I'm looking forward to reading this year. But besides this, what else am I looking forward to reading this year? Well, I'm glad you asked, because I have so many on my list that I want to read this year. I want to read Carly Fortune's One Golden Summer, which I already mentioned. I also want to read Great Big Beautiful Life by Emily Henry, alongside Funny Story, which, as blasphemous as it sounds, I did not read it in 2024. I plan on reading both her books this year. Then let's see what else. Oh, Liz Tomford's Rewind It Back, which is the last book in the Windy City series. That series is like slowly taking over my life. Like I love all the characters, all the stories to death. Like I want to be buried with those books when I die, kind of thing. I'm so excited. I'm anticipating the release of Rewind It Back. I can't wait to read that one specifically. Then what else? Oh, there's also Love Arranged by Lauren Asher, which is the third book in the Lakefront Billionaire series. And as the name suggests, it's a marriage of convenience romance set in a small town. I can't wait to read that one as well. The other two books in that series, absolutely loved them, gave them 5 stars. They were some of my favorite books from last year. Then what other books? I also plan on reading Grimstone. I don't know, like the one written by Sophie Lark. Like Sophie Lark, also one of my favorite authors now. I loved her Brutal Birthright series and the Kingmaker series. And the one like Grimstone and Monarch, I think. These ones are supposed to be like really spooky and gothic. So I can't wait to read those books as well. I have that. And then what else? Kind of trying to think of what else is on my bookshelf. I do have a few thrillers on my bookshelf. Thrillers, mysteries, whatever. So I have Gone Girl by Gillian Flynn. That's also on my bookshelf. And I really need to get around to reading that one as well. That is like a mammoth too. It's like double of this, I feel. I don't know. Or it's as fat as this. There's that. And I'm blanking now. What other book do we have? I guess that's about it. I don't know what all did I discuss. Oh yeah, one of the questions I just remembered from Larry's video is about what you can expect from my channel this year. And hopefully, and like I'm honestly, like I hope this happens, like whatever I'm about to tell you. I have like planned a bunch of videos for this year, like themed videos depending on the month the video is being published in. So I have like content planned for February, March, and August. I have content planned for each month of the year. I literally have like a checklist on Google Docs where I'm like keeping track of all the videos I want to make, and crossing them out every time I'm making those videos and publishing them. I'm gonna make that. What am I saying? Oh my god, I'm so tired. I feel so sleepy. Wow, I feel so lost right now. I'm kind of tired, so how about I end the video right now, and if I have anything to add, I will just add that segment while I'm editing the video, I guess. Also, my throat's like really dry. I just want to go drink water. I've been like constantly talking for like 24 minutes now. Where was I? Right, about ending the video. Why am I stalling so much? Right, I'm gonna end the video now. I am remembering some questions from Larry's video that I can talk about, I guess. Like the last question I remember is like something about giving advice to new and emerging booktubers. I myself am new and emerging booktuber, so like I literally have no advice to give you other than the fact that if you like talking about books, then just start the channel. We can be buddies. You know, if you have a booktube channel, comment down below. I'll make sure to check it out. We can like follow each other or like subscribe to each other's channel, whatever. So, or if you have a bookstagram account, you can even link that down below. I would love to connect with you. Mine are obviously in the description box down below, so you can always go check it out. Or if the link is not accessible, then go to my channel page and you can like check out my Pinterest, Spotify, Fable, Goodreads. Goodreads is like I would recommend you guys like follow me on Goodreads because you can always see all the books I'm reading as and when I'm reading them. You'll like get updates and stuff. Also, obviously follow me on my Instagram where I like share book recommendations and things like that. I also have a Pinterest account if you guys are interested in following. Not much happens on there, but you know, still cool. Also, if you while you are at watching this video, like please subscribe to my channel. I would really appreciate it. Like it honestly just makes my day when I see that somebody has liked me and the content I'm talking about so much that they've actually subscribed to the video. I'm just gonna end the video right now. Thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you guys had fun listening to me talk about books, and if you loved video like this and want to see more content like this, like I said earlier, subscribe to my channel and you know, like this video and like save it, I guess, so that you know you guys can like follow me along as I'm like reading these books. Also follow me on my other socials like I said earlier, and yeah, just see you guys in my next video. I'm back and now I'm in my parents' room and now I'm supposed to clean this mess. Like what? Okay, wait. I'm gonna take a selfie for the thumbnail. I don't know. Wait. Let me get this right. Ignore my mismatched clothes. Okay, bye.